Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. I want to take a quick second and say thank you to the channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to anyone who's come in to check out the knife, the EDC content. I really appreciate you. If you haven't had a chance and you're so inclined, if you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, it really does help me out. Also want to give a special thanks to Brother Carco, who sent in a couple of knives, one of them being this one-off custom that I'm going to share with you guys today. So thank you, Carco. I appreciate it. And this is a maker I'd not heard of before. It is JRB Blades. He is a maker, well, one guy, who is in Pittsburg, and he makes super cool knives. And to my understanding, this one does not have a name. It is a one-off. You'll notice a couple of interesting features about this knife as you look at it. It does have the speed holes for weight relief. It does have a flipper tab of sorts, similar to my Spyderco Akushi. It has a really nice pivot, and it has this little T8 on both sides. Nice jimping, nice clip, almost looks like a Lynch clip, which it very well may be. Carco may have put a Lynch clip on there, but this is a one-off, handmade by one guy, custom knife in Magnacut. Frame lock, on washers, that thunders out. Right now the detent, which these two T8s, I'm not going to adjust it, it's not my knife, but you can adjust the detent. So you can make the detent very stiff and snappy, or you can back these out and make it where you can flip it with this low profile flipper tab. JRB Blades also makes longer flipper tabs. I would check them out on Instagram if I was you, JRB Blades. But this specimen is in Magnacut. It is an absolutely gorgeous knife, medium-sized knife, fits my hand perfectly. I can use the jimping on this flipper tab if I want to choke up a little bit, because you have this very defined harpoon here that just is absolutely grabs your hand. You've got the stonewash on the flat, and then you've got this really nice hand satin on the blade. You can see his maker's mark there stamped into the blades, matched what was on the pouch. Nothing on the back side. The pivot, I believe, is a, let's see if it's a T15, T10. So the pivot's going to be a T10, and the adjustment for the detents are going, or the detent is going to be a T8. Perfectly centered. Gorgeous swedge on the spine of that knife. To me, this is an absolute stunner. Let's cut some paper with it, and then we'll get some size comparisons. I apologize for my gnarly thumb. You can thank my Chavez and my weak dexterity. Guys, this is a laser beam. Kind of a little bit of a therapeutic cutter mode. Sorry. Beautifully done, handcrafted knife. Just absolutely stunning, because A, it's one of a kind. B, it's not CNC'd. It's not mass produced. I've been all over his Instagram, and literally he'll have a blade, two sides, and the standoffs in his hand getting ready to assemble a knife. So they are one-offs, one of a kind. I can't flip it because I haven't adjusted that detent back, but I can absolutely middle finger flick it. Whoops, I just hit my finger. It is a stunner. I think we're going to see, just by my guess, that it's going to be about the same size as our Benchmade bug out. So in length, it's going to come in right there at about the same size as the bug out. If we were measuring it, and you're going to have to put up with my gnarly thumb, 7.5 inches exactly, with a 3-inch blade, inside grip of 3.5, and you can get a good 4.25 if you want to extend over that choil. So the blade stock is kind of hardy. It's not by any means, even though it's super slicey, 0.1300. So 13, what is that? 0.1300? I don't know. 0.1300. And then behind the edge, .02. I can never get a good behind the edge. But you guys saw it was very, very slicey. I think the handle is going to come in right under 1/2 inch, 0.4265. So right under 1/2 inch. And just a beautiful stone washed titanium handle with stone washed flat, satin on the grind, super smooth. I mean, this knife is so smooth. The geometry is so well thought out. The opposing geometries and so well done. You've got great access to this lock bar. You can tell that it's milled out there on both sides. The grip of this knife, it feels very tactical and it cuts very well. So I call it just a great USA made EDC knife that is also a piece of working art. You know, when I look at a knife like this, a one-of-a-kind knife, I do kind of get the feels that it is special. This is no exception. And this is the JRB Blades, kind of custom one-off in Magnacut with a very unique flipper. Reminds me of my Spyderco Akushi. And then adjustable detent balls, which I think is something I've not seen before, like this. Done like this, employed like this, executed like this. And again, it is very, very stiff right now, just like I like it. But guys, I appreciate you taking the time to check it out. I appreciate Carco for being kind enough to let me check it out. And I appreciate all y'all for coming in and checking this out. All I ask is please look out for that guy or gal to your left. Please look out for that guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.